This is chapter 41 of Getting to Know Grace. At the royal castle, the king is informed that Marquis Vatner has visited the prison cell. Marquis Vatner? I ordered other nobles to leave the castle. Are you telling me he not only disobeyed me, but he also paid a visit to the duke's daughter? Who might be contagious? Their daughters are apparently friends. That seems to be why he's so interested in this affair. He has also inquired as to why the royal physician has not paid an immediate visit and why no food has been brought to her. It would be wise to poison the girl's food, I'm assuming. Yes, an autopsy would show signs of poison. This would give the Duke justification for a coup d'etat. However, if the girl was given a dose not enough to kill her but prolong her delicate state, that might accelerate our situation. The royal physician would diagnose her with an infectious disease regardless, and no one would be the wiser. At the prison cells, the Marquis has told Herta that he has ordered food to be delivered to Grace. I have requested that food be brought to her immediately as you asked, although Miss Grace doesn't seem to be in a state to eat right now. Even if she isn't, her food may be poisoned, so even if it's for naught, it'd be best to make a fuss about it now. Clang. A door opens and a man enters with food. Here, food. Miss Grace will appreciate the hot food. However, as I'm sure you're aware, with the Duke's stature, he has many enemies. I'm concerned that the food may be poisoned. I beg your pardon? This meal is no different from what we serve to His Majesty. What you're saying is an insult to the royal family. Furthermore, this is a silver spoon. The two men are confused as Herta is examining the food. What went into the stew? Muttons and potatoes. Well, sometimes one comes across someone foolish and daring enough, and who jumps at any opportunity. She dips the spoon in the food. If I pretended to test the stew with a spoon and spilled the stew now... She notices that something is off with the spoon. You worry too much. The royal family wouldn't poison a noble's food. Why is there no reaction? I dipped my finger in arsenic in advance. Could that mean... I need a spoon made of real silver. Are you suggesting that spoon is fake? This is blasphemy. My goodness, here. My scabbard is made of silver. It will react to arsenic. Why is he holding that always? He dips his scabbard into the food, and the arsenic has reacted to the food. How could this be? I predicted as much, but they're getting desperate. Regardless, this at least gives Andrew the upper hand. A fake silver spoon in a stew with arsenic. This is an atrocity. I wish to see His Majesty as once. Neither of you may speak of this affair. Jamie, you must leave the royal grounds with Lauren at once, or arrange a carriage for the both of you. I have one last gamble left. Even if it's foolish, this can be the best I can do. Marquis Vatner, I have one last request. For my family and for Andrew. Herta goes over to the Duke's jail cell. This is no doubt Dr. Richard's doing, and very likely the housekeeper is also involved. I have been planning to torture and question them as soon as the engagement was finalized. How foolish of me to wait. You seem to have much to think about. As the dude looks at Herta, I knew you were alive. You always were a clever child. I thought you'll have to run to freedom if you were alive, but this goes against all expectations. Seems he has some strong support behind you. Who is it? Marquis Vatner? Have you seen the blue spots on Andrew? I have. Even if a woman inherits the disease, symptoms are not supposed to appear. If you're meaning to play some tricks on me, I suggest you stop now. I consistently fed Andrew poison. She became addicted to it. As a side effect, the symptoms of the disease appeared quickly as well. The Duke remembers how Dr. Richard was researching on a poisonous herb. Was it poison from the Ocean herb? Naive Andrew thinks she will soon die from the Blue Star curse, and she even killed Bella and the Count's son for me. Poor Andrew. She said she wanted my love before she died. Bold. Why are you confessing after doing all this? So I can use Andrew as my bait. If she doesn't take the antidote, Your daughter would die within a few hours. However, if you take this poison, those in this castle who are on our side will give Miss Grace the antidote. That's a crazy gamble that she is trying to get him to take the poison for Andrew. Hell no, he's not gonna do that. I'm acting so ridiculous now that I feel like laughing. The Duke actually starts laughing. Yes, laugh all you want. That's better than the alternative. The Duke goes over to pick up the poison. I'm curious who conjured up this farce. Your word has no value to me. I don't care if Andrew dies, but who's to say they will give her the antidote if I take this? All I want is an heir in line for the throne, but I can find a different way to get an heir. I thought at the very least you consider. He grabs Herta by the throats. No matter where you run, I will find you and rip you to shreds. I have sent someone to retrieve your father. It's foolish. This poison would be perfect for him. After I get my hands on him and do unspeakable things to him, I'm sure he'll die happy if he hears it was because of his dear daughter. He continues to choke Herta, and that is the end of the chapter.